Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. Nobody seemed to care about that Shinedown remaster I did using Major Decibel. But, well, except for 2 people, which, fine, whatever. So, for this video, I'm going to, well, finally got my cable in for my Super Nintendo. So, we're going to see if this works. If it doesn't work, oh well. I got my Super Nintendo over here. Actually, let me show you the contents of the container, because you might have forgotten that Super Nintendo video I did a few years ago. So, here we go. And here's the container. Heavy duty lid. And here's the contents. Now, there is this RF adapter thing, which, you know, this is one of the things I tried to get. Damn, this lead is long. This Super Nintendo to work with on my TV. It did not work that well, so I'm just gonna ignore that. There's this extra coaxial cable for some reason. There is the main power brick. So, there's this. We're gonna need that. There's controller. Oh. There's a controller. There's another controller. There's this thing. I have no idea what this is. I guess it's a coaxial to coaxial sort of conversion thing. I don't fucking care. I have no idea where this came from, so I'm just going to ignore it. And this is just an HDMI cable. So we've got the games here. A lot of different Super Nintendo games. Mortal Kombat is one of those. The original Mortal Kombat, apparently. I can only assume it was a licensed cartridge. Fuck. Even Star Fox is in here. And then here's the Super Nintendo itself. And yes, it is the American version, not the Japanese or European editions. So, yeah, so there's that. We're gonna take, what the fuck is this? I'm gonna take the games out of here. Okay, let's hook this fucker up, shall we? Alright, I migrated my PS2 Slim to up here. Yeah, I know, it's, I can't have 3 consoles plugged into the same TV at once, so I have to choose one or the other. I scooted my Nintendo 64 over here, and the Super Nintendo's right here. Let's see if this damn thing works now. This did not work at all. This cable, no wonder it was $6. It's cheap as hell. It doesn't work. At least it didn't work on the Super Nintendo. You know, I have a feeling that the video output on the Super Nintendo itself is old as shit, and therefore doesn't want to work properly. I've tried everything I could on this damn thing. From using the $6 one, to the one plugged into my Nintendo 64, to the multi-console thing that is plugged into my PlayStation 2 Slim, nothing works. Nothing works! How is this possible? trying to hook up and test a console like the Super Nintendo should not be this fucking frustrating. So I don't think it's the fault on the cable itself, although because it was $6, maybe it is. Watch before you buy on Amazon. That's all I'm saying. But the Super Nintendo, this thing is literally fucked. The multi-out does not work as it should. And I've tried every combination I possibly could to get it to work on the TV. Now, given this thing was sitting in a basement, in a container with all its parts except for the missing cable, for years, think of how long this thing was used before then. I am disappointed. I'm disgusted. I really am. Thing is, I turn the power thing on, the light comes on, but nothing comes up on the video! Nothing comes up when I do the video portion on the TV. And it's in the right channel. This thing is just done. At this point, it's not worth fighting anymore. I give up on the Super Nintendo. Once a childhood console that I played in like the mid to late 90s. I was born in 94, so I played this thing in like late 90s, say when I was like, I don't know, I guess 6, if that. So this console, it meant a lot to me because I remember playing Spider-Man Event of Maximum Carnage. But now, I can't play shit on this thing. Well, that was a waste of $6. At least it's at least I can have this as like a backup for whatever. But I tell you, the Super Nintendo, as worn as it probably is, it shouldn't be this aggravating to get this console to work. I've tried everything. I'm not even going to do the RF bullshit because there's no point in that. RF is for old TVs, and I don't think my TV has... It's an HD TV, so I don't think it has the RF input, whatever. I am so disgusted. I really am. Old consoles like this should be able to work. It's amazing that the N64 literally works on this TV. With the third-party AV cable that it came with, it works 100%. But then again, it was cleaned and refurbished and tested, as the eBay seller once said. This thing, I don't think it was ever tested before it was given to me. Disappointment incarnate. I really hate the fact that I can't play the Super Nintendo. Well, at least I have the Nintendo 64, and that'll provide me with some entertainment. But I was really looking forward to getting a copy of Maximum Carnage, despite how expensive it is, and playing the Doppelganger level and getting massive amounts of nostalgia for it. But no. The video output does not work on this Super Nintendo. If it works on yours, more power to you. But for me, yeah. No wonder people choose to emulate nowadays. And even then, Nintendo are still, you know, ruthlessly taking down emulators left and right. I'm so pissed off. I really am. I can't even look at this thing right now. Fuck it. It's definitely gonna need a cleaning. Probably. I don't know if the video output area needs to be replaced, or if it just... Anything can be possible. Anything can be possible with this Super Nintendo. Now, given it's from the early 90s, possibly even 1989, if that. Of course, it's old and would not work properly. It's old. It's ancient. But it should work. Despite this. I really don't want to have to get a replacement Super Nintendo. Because that costs too. So, I might have wasted $6. Well, my mom wasted $6, but it was only $6. But at least there was a valuable lesson here. Learned. The first one, don't always trust what you buy third-party wise on Amazon. The second is, you know, if the Super Nintendo does need a good cleaning, and if that solves the issue, which I doubt it will at this point, then, you know, where was that when I needed it? I'm just disappointed. I'm horrendously disappointed. This is probably why this damn thing should have came with the original cable. I didn't get that for some reason. This is disheartening, disappointing. I just want to shoot myself right now because of how disappointed I am. This is depressing. It really is. I've been through depression. Trust me, it's not pretty. But, well, at least, you know, that's Nintendo 64 works. There's the Nintendo 64 logo. Well, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, you're going back in the closet until we can get you fixed. Or until I can get the proper cable, which that won't happen, probably. Why am I even wasting my time with this thing? That was a complete waste of time. But, at least valuable lessons were learned. And I won't waste my time with this thing again. Which is why cleaned, refurbished, and tested consoles like this Nintendo 64 work flawlessly if you're willing to put in the excessive amounts of legwork to get it to do the thing. A trusted eBay seller sold us this console, and I rate them a 99.7% on eBay. Well, that's it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed me getting pissed off again, because apparently me getting pissed off is, I don't know, laughable to you, which is fine. I mean, okay. I can understand why people get off on other people's misery, but hey, So, do you have a Super Nintendo? If so, do you have any proper video output coming from it on an HD television? This one's from Sanyo, so maybe it's the TV. I don't know. Maybe it's not. And I'm not even going to test the RF bullshit because fuck that shit. I think I've tried it before and it didn't work, so... at least some eBay sellers will have a clean, tested, refurbished Super Nintendo for sale. And if I have to go to that extent to get a working Super Nintendo, that's more wasted money. Trust me, it is. I've wasted money on things that I probably shouldn't have wasted my money on, like extra CDs for whatever reason, I don't know. So many blank CDs were wasted. So much money was wasted on those. That's all I have to say at this point. Fuck the Super Nintendo, and fuck the original owner. Now, obviously, this is not on the fault of my uncle, but it's on the fault of the original owner of the Super Nintendo. They couldn't provide the original cable. And they should have taken better care of this thing. Childhood ruined. That's all there is to it. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. And if you think I am overreacting, well, fair enough, I guess. But at the same time, I was really looking forward to playing Maximum Carnage whenever I could get the cartridge. But nope. Not at all. Not at all. This isn't gonna happen. It just won't. So, I guess part of the blame can be on Nintendo, but why? I mean, they port their old games for Super Nintendo to modern consoles like the Switch 2, which is still a device you don't need because of how expensive it is, and why would you subject yourself to that anyway? That's just giving in to Nintendo's corporate greed. So yeah. I don't think I have much else to say other than fuck. That's all it comes down to. It's got vents in the back. Maybe it's clogged up or something. I don't know. The video output is what's keeping this. Is that rust? Is that literal rust? Or dust? Well, either way, it's not working, so. Thank you for watching. I am TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks. Have a good fucking day, and peace.